Today, we will implement a Python code for Bitcoin algorithm called SHA256, abbreviated as Secured Hash Algorithm 256, which used in cryptography hash function. To begin this code, let's save this file name called Bitcoin hashing dot Python. Then the first line of this code, I want to write a comment of entire code. So implementing Bitcoin algorithm using SHA256. Next, we have to import a library called hashlib. So when we importing this module, which implements a common interface to many secured hashes and message digest algorithm. So generally, the Bitcoin uses SHA-256 algorithm. So after that, I want to create a variable called data, which is a string type. Here, what I will do, I will write my string type as a name, my name, Shankar MJJ. Then I will going to print this data. Let's look it's working or not. Just go to tools and build. Yeah, you can see that it's get as a Shankar MJJ. Now what I will do here, there is a Encore Method, so which is going to return the versioning of a given string with a UTF-8 byte. So I want to print that one. So for this one, I will take a variable called encoded and I will assign my data to format called encode. Let's print this encode. Then we will see the what's the results it's getting. Right? I can build it. Okay. So we got the encoded form. Now what I will do next, I want to do the hashing for encoded. So with help of hashlib with algorithm called SHA-256, I will encode the data. Then this results I will store in a variable called result. Okay. Next, what I will do, I want to print the hexadecimal equivalent encoded string. For this one, I want to print the hashing value, Bitcoin hashing value is, then I want to print here results dot hash. Instead of hash, I will print an hexa digest. So which is going to convert hexadecimal equivalent to encoding of a string. Let's try to print this one. So we can get that this is a hash value of my name Shankar MJJ. So this is the way of implementing a Bitcoin algorithm using a SHA-256. Now this is a compile time value. I'm giving an input as a SHA MJJ Shankar MJJ. So I want to get a runtime. For this one, what I will do, I will remove this one. Then I will take an input. So input. So it is going to ask a string. So I will tell to that to print enter the string. Then in the next line it has to print that value /n. Next, what are the data it's captured? It is stored in the variable called data. Now I will go to print the data. Entered string is. Let's try to evaluate. So in the prompt, it's asking the name of that string. So same thing, what I will do, I'll go for my name Shankar MJJ. Yes, then so what we'll do, I will run in the command line. So I saved as a Bitcoin hashing Python. Now it's prompting that enter the string. Then you can enter the any string here. Then you can check it that resultants here. So its encoded format is this one, and we got the hash value. Next, what I will do again, I will run the same thing. My file name is a Bitcoin hashing Python. Next, I will enter hello world, hello space world, then print it. Yes. So when I'm giving a very big string like something called this big string also, right? You can observe that one, the hash value is same. So even if I give a thousand number of lines also, we will get an hash value of this fixed size. This is called a message digest. To identify the size of this hashing value, then what we'll do, I will write a one function. So in this one, what I will do, I will print a digest size. Digest size is, so there is a method to print the size, or we can use a length function. But here we have a one interesting library called digest. So result dot digest underscore size, which is going to print an exact value of hashing. So let's compile this code. So it's asking again the string, then I will enter the strings. Okay, then you can see that. So hashing value is 32. If you don't want to use this library called digest underscore size as a command, you can go with the size function also. Next, like that, we have lot of commands. Let's look at one more command called block size. So in this one, what will print a block size is then instead of taking a digest, so what we'll do, I will take a block result.block, which is going to print as a 64 is the size of the block. Uh, let's run this one. So we have a lot of commands in this library function. You can go with the commands in an API document. So again, I will go in with a string mjj, right? We're getting a error. Yeah, what is that error? We will see. The error may be that if I keep concatenating, it will get through an error. So what we'll do, I will separate this one and I will print separate. Okay. I will do small changes here of this block size, and I will print this separately because it will get a concatenation problem of the error. It's showing that we cannot concatenate both integer with the string. So that's the reason I'm trying to print separate. The block size of this one is result dot block underscore size. Let's go for compiling this code. Okay, same Bitcoin hashing, then some string. Yes, we got a size of 64. So in this Python code, we taken a few of 10 lines of code to implement Bitcoin algorithm sha256. For this one, and how to create a UI with the help of TK Inter. Let's we see. Yeah, to begin with the UI part of Bitcoin algorithm sha256, first we required an import from TK Inter. So which is going to importing all the libraries from TK Inter. So now I'm going to create a UI path. Before that, I'm going to take a comment here. The first line is we need to assign a root window TK as a master, or we can take as root. So I'm taking a root and I want to assign this root window to TK. Then for this one, what I'll do, I will give the title title of this window is Bitcoin hashing algorithm. And next, I want to give the dimensions with the help of geometry. And I will assign 750 as a width, and height is 150. Okay, so for this one we need a quotation here. The next line, what I will do, I want to create a label. For this label, what I will do, I will create a one variable called my text. In this one, I'm going to give a string var, then take a label, and in the label we need to pass a this window called root. And the label name I want to give as if we given as enter the string, just like copying this one, okay, and paste the string name is enter the string. Then I want to give a position in a frame. So with help of a grid, I am positioning it row at 0. Then I'm going to sticking with west. So if we see that west side is at the left side, so which is used to concatenating at a west compass direction. Then next what we'll do, again I want to create one more label, and I will pass a root. Then I want to print the text as a result. Then I want to allocate the position as grid with help of grid at row is 3. Then I'm going to sticky with the at west side. Then I want to take a result as a variable. Then what I'll do, I want to create a label called text variable. So in this one I will pass a root. Then afterwards I want to print text, so in the text I will give an empty. Then I create a text variable. In this text variable we need to pass a my text, which is printed, which are taken as a variable on line number 21. So my text I will pass, and it is going to be located at that grid size grid at position number row is equal to 3, and column 1 sticky at west position. Next we are taken two labels, and one more is an extra label. So here what we'll do, I need entry within all this data. So take an e1 is a variable which is taking as entry of which one, root. Then I want to allocate this e1 as a grid position of row is equal to 0. Already we taken the row is equal to 0 here, enter the string. Then the column 0, it's fixed here, and column 1 we need to enter the data. So column 1. Then I want to create a button. So for this one I'm taking a variable called b is equal to button. In this button I need to pass a root. Then it has to print a text called calculate. calculate sha256. Then I want to pass a command. So command is an interacting with a method. So I did not return the method right now. So what we'll do, I take a method called add hash. So this add hash, I want to go here and I want to define here. So define add hash. So we will see how to do the add hash. Before that one, we give the command here. Hash. For this one, I want to allocate the grid size of grid at row is equal to 0. At the row size 0, it is going to allocate. And already we assigned the column 0, column 1. Now I'm giving to column 2. And there is a one more option called column span. So column span will spanning of size 2. So it is spanning. Also, we can go with the row span also. Row span also I'm giving 2. And the sticking with always like west west. I want to stick east also, north also, south, and I want to use a pad x. So positioning at pad x axis at 5 and pad at y axis 5. So to run this one, so we started with the coding of tk enter. So to run the infinity loop, then we have a main loop of to write main loop. So it will rotate the program until it's an infinity loop. After creating the UI path, now we'll go for the definition of head hash. Here, if I run this code, definitely it will throw an error because it cannot identify this variable data because we have to follow indentation in this Python. So after that, we have to we have to delete and enter. It will get the indentation. Same thing, delete, enter. So we are going to create an indentation for this code. So delete, enter, and delete, enter. So here what I'll do. So this is also getting an error. It will also not in this block. So just go back, enter, back, enter, back, enter. So now this we have to write a code for add hash because we are supplying from this command in the button. When I clicking this button, it has to capture that data here and it has to pass here and it has to execute the command. So for this one, what I'll do, we taken the manual data as input. So right now it will not work. So what we'll do, so this input I want to change. So this way we'll change this one. So whatever we are entering the label, so enter the string is the first label. For this one, I'm attaching a root. So this E1, whatever I am entering here, then it has to capture and we have to get. So E1 dot get is going to get data, whatever typing, it's fetching here and it will store in the E1. Now what we'll do, I want to comment here. Anyhow, whatever that we did enter the string, it will come. So encoded, same data will be going to encode here. Just it will print the encode also. Then same thing, result will be hash 256, not a problem. Next, it will print the same hash digest also, but I don't require it. So I will comment all this thing. Next, what we have to do. After capturing all this data, then I want to operate this in the widget. So let's look how to design the code for this. What we'll do, here we have result digest, right? So this one I will take a one temporary variable, like I've taken x as a variable and I will paste here. Then what I will do, and here we taken something right in entry. I want to update, where do we have to update this one, my text I want to update. So for this one, get is a method to fetch and set is a method to set in the label. So what I will do, so we taken the my text, right? Here what I will do, my text dot going to set that Exa digest value. Let's look and run this code. The shortcut is Control B. Yeah, it's throwing an error. The button, so button. Yeah, we take an extra T. So remove this one. Then run this code. Control B. Yes, we got the UI. Now I will enter same Shankar MJJ and click calculate. So when I click in calculate, we got the result here also. So same thing in the terminal also, it will print the hash value. Next, try one more value. Sure. Click calculate. The hash value will change. You can see the hash value latest one. So this is the way of creating a UI of Bitcoin algorithm in SHA-256 using a TK integer. If you want to elaborate a lot of a UI, or you can do a lot of designs, but basically I done in a basic. Okay, if I give Shankar, you can see the result of this value is this one. If I do small changes of the value also will change. Let's look. I given an m, I've added an m, it doesn't change this value. Let's look at this SHNKR small Shankar, see the value of SHA. This is hash value. And if I update as capital S, then the resultant of this hashing will not be same. So small changes of that value can affect a lot of things. That's why Bitcoin uses a hashing algorithm of SHA-256. It's a very important to complicate, and it's unable to crack a code. That's the reason it's a very secure. Thank you.